PK52, the Saturday morning meeting, 2018 year-end wrap-up. So this is where we get to talk a little bit about planning for the future, planning for your career, and some things that have happened to me so I can reflect back on the year 2018. I guess the two biggest things that I've seen this year is a long-term relationship over a decade with a general manager of a dealership. This year became a dealer, and I'm super proud of him. He waited a long time, he worked a long time, dedicated his career, and now he's become a dealer. A super friend of mine also became a dealer this year. So in the year 2018, two of the people that I really respect have become dealers with Toyota. They started out exactly where you are right now. Some of you are brand new to watching the Saturday morning meeting and you've been selling cars for less than a year. They started out selling cars. They worked every single day like you work every day with a goal in mind, and their goal was to become a Toyota dealer. And both of them have achieved that goal. They're in no better position than you are. They had no family that was involved in the dealerships. Nobody owed them a favor. They worked themselves up through the ranks, learned the business every single day, and are now automotive dealers. And you know what? They're going to get everything that comes along with being a dealer in the group of Toyota dealers. I'm super proud of them. But on the other side is, I'm looking at all of you guys right now. Where are your goals? At the end of the year, you always goal set. I'll tell you a quick story. I was out at a dealership. There was a salesperson there that I was really impressed with, and sat down and talked to him about his goals and what his level of achievement were currently in his career. This guy was selling less than 12 cars a month, and I'm going, there's zero chance in a market like this that a talent like I'm speaking to right now would be performing at such a low volume. In conversation, really the guy wanted to get out of the car business 4 years ago. He just felt like he was trapped in the car business. He had no other choice, and that's where he was. So I said, you got to decide whether you're going to do this or not. There's no reason to stay in this business with a heartache in this business and not achieve the best level that you can achieve. So I said, you know, how's your relationship at home? So I got a great relationship with my wife. I said, take her out for a glass of wine. You guys sit down and commit to her for 2019. Not to commit to yourself, because we can commit to ourselves and change our mind every day. But to commit to somebody in your life, your best friend, your parent, an aunt or uncle, your significant other, I don't care who it is, but sit down and commit to somebody this year what you're going to achieve next year. And I'm not talking about sell more cars. That's what I get all the time. You know, Casey, what I'm going to do is just to sell more cars. I mean, if your only goal is to make as much gross as you possibly can on a total stranger and never do business with them again, then, you know, there's car dealerships out there that would love to have you. I'm talking about where people in town would say, if you're looking to buy a car, go to see Casey. He'll take care of you. You don't have to do anything. You just show up. The car deal will already be taken care of. He's the only person on earth that I would buy a car from. When you put yourself in that position, and some of you watching this right now are already there, and that's a good feeling where you don't have to pick up the phone, and you don't have to stand and look outside the window in the freezing winter or the smoldering summer, that your business comes to you, and that's where you want to be. Join the Lions Club, the Optimists, the Toastmasters. Find a place in town where a group of people are doing fundraisers and giving back to the community. I mean, every one of us see these little commercials on the internet where, you know, somebody's taking care of a kid who's less fortunate or something, and you tear up at the end of it. Be that person that makes us tear up. Give back and you'll be rewarded so much in the car business. Think about your planning for the year 2019. Toyota, the manufacturer, has done a phenomenal job. We got hybrid Corolla coming. I just did a series for RAV4 on you. I mean, it's the RAV4. It's a phenomenal selling vehicle. They just made it better. Supra's coming, and not everybody's going to come in the dealership to buy a Supra, but they're going to be curious enough to come in the dealership and look. And once they meet you, they shouldn't have done that. 4Runner is still amazing. I mean, everything we make, the Tacoma, the Tundra, everything is phenomenal. But I've been to the manufacturing plants. I've met the people that make these cars. I've met the engineers that designed the future of our company. They don't sell cars. They don't sell any cars at all. You sell the cars. And Toyota's not a company, either nationwide or worldwide, without you. The better your performance, the better the company is. It's time to take back. Listen, I'm being honest with you right now. If I'm willing to lease a car on a short-term lease, there's a bunch of brands that I can get away with driving a car for 3 years and just giving it back. And I'm probably going to be okay. I'll be covered under the warranty. The car will be okay. It'll take me back and forth to work. But the brand Toyota is a brand that people buy because of what it can do for you in the future. If I buy a car, the resale value is higher. If I drive the car, the maintenance cost is lower. We're not making this up. There are other manufacturers out there that sell cars. Toyota is the best brand out there for the people that work for a living for their money. You can buy luxury brands and you get what you get. But if you're buying a car and you want it to be the best car you've ever owned, Toyota's your brand. That's where we are with the brand, but the cars are sold by you. So sit down with somebody that you really respect. It doesn't matter who they are. Plan your 2019, but don't plan it for a year. Plan on what 2019 is going to do to launch you into the future. You've got Carvana, you've got Zoom, you've got all these car companies now that are saying, don't go to a dealership and buy a car from a salesperson. We'll put a car on a flatbed trailer and we'll bring it to your house, we'll dump it in your driveway, and if you don't like it, you can give it back. We're not expendable. We are the reason people say yes. They came just to look until they met you. Your dynamics, your ability to bring that customer to the next level. Every one of you that attended a meeting with me have seen a group of salespeople that walk in that didn't want to be there, that have the worst attitudes on earth. That I don't understand how you can be in the business where you deal with people and hate the day. Be that person that's the light, that everybody wants to talk to and everything, because there's always a positive attitude. Realizing that as soon as these people take delivery of a car and drive it home, they open the hood, show their neighbors, they go inside, they show them the inside of the car. They're bragging on the car, they're saying this is the best car I've ever owned before. They didn't act like that the entire time that you dealt with them at the dealership, on the internet or on the phone. They acted like it was the hardest thing they've ever done in their life. But the moment they took delivery of that car, their life changed. It doesn't matter whether it's a pre-owned, a certified, or a brand new car. They took it somewhere and they bragged on that car. Realize that you created that. And have a giant 2019. Make it the best year in the history of the car business. This has been PK52, the Saturday morning meeting, closing out one more year, and we'll see you in 2019.